Chloe Lukasiak has danced her way into the hearts of millions. What's the secret to this social media influencer? Let's find out.
Dancing is just, it's my whole life. It's a part of who I am. I feel like when I think of myself, I think of dancer. There's nothing more I love than just going into the studio and not worrying about anything else and just turning the lights off and turning music on and just dancing forever until my feet are bleeding and my body's sore. It's such a good feeling. I was 2 years old when I started dancing. I tried soccer, I tried playing the piano. I literally tried everything, and I was dancing down the fields and not paying attention at all, so I decided that dancing was that was my path. I hadn't really found my passion for it until I was about 7, and I did a solo, and I spent the entire summer just working on dance, and I really just loved it. It was like everything clicked all at once, and I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I like contemporary, then I also like jazz, so I can't really hip hop. I do acro, gymnastics, ballet, tap, lyrical, a lot. I just learned how to ballroom dance a little bit, so I learned some bachacatas and everything. I was like, oh, I feel fancy now. When I was younger, I would tune in every single week to So You Think You Can Dance and Dancing with the Stars, and fortunately enough, I've been able to work with Cheryl Burke these past couple of weeks, and that was just that was a full circle kind of moment for me. I was like, this is so cool. I definitely say that I sometimes feel the pressure to post quote-unquote good things on social media, just because I always tell myself before I post that girls like my sister's age, who's 7, will see this, and my grandparents will see this, and there's just a lot of negative stuff out there right now, especially with cyberbullies and everything. So I always just try to put positive things out there, and a lot of it is just, I always just try to have fun. I try not to take social media too seriously. I'm such a dork, but I like to read. And I like to binge watch new movies. Right now I'm in the middle of watching Lord of the Rings. I like to hang out with my friends, which, don't get me wrong, I love doing, but my favorite Friday night is curled up by the fire, reading my book or watching a new movie. And I just started this new book called A Crown of Wishes. I barely started, so I can't really say anything about it, but yeah, I love new books. So anytime you guys have suggestions, I will love to hear them. Advice to young people who want to pursue dance, I'd say definitely practice, 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 practice. And I've been dancing for 13 years, and anytime I don't have a dance class that day, I am stretching at home, so I think that's really important. Stretch, work on your center for turns, as much as you can get in the studio, just try. And I think a really important thing for dancing is don't get discouraged easily, because especially if you're starting when you're 9 or 10 or older, because most people start when they're younger, so if you're older you could get discouraged very easily, and I say don't. Please just pushing and keep pursuing it, because I've dealt with so much negativity before, and I let it get me down for so long, and I regret that more than anything. And so I just say try to ignore it and just keep going. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I'm super insecure. I'd say the most important thing is just be yourself. People are gonna make fun of you, or not make fun of you, but be mean. That sounds so bad. People are gonna be mean no matter what. It's the truth. People will always find something to bring you down about, but if you're happy with yourself and if you're proud of the person that you are, then that won't matter. And as long as you have a core group of friends, and it doesn't matter if you don't have 15 like the popular girl sitting next to you, that doesn't matter. And also, this sounds kind of weird, but I know when you're a teenager you fight with your parents a lot, and don't get me wrong, I fight with my parents all the time, but you really have to appreciate them, because they are there for you all the time no matter what. And I know they might be hard on you about school or about dancing or football or whatever you do in your free time. They might be hard on you about that, but really appreciate them, because at the end of the day, they're your family. They're gonna be there for you when people are being mean, and so you have to appreciate that and be grateful for them and not take that for granted. I think that's something I've also learned. I'm not gonna lie, my mom is my best friend, and I don't know what I'd do without her. And yes, sometimes I might get a little annoyed with her, but I also remind myself to appreciate everything that she's done for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I love you guys. See you next time.